everybody. I'm Larry.
All right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
To throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Now a handoff as they run left side. And now running right through it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's George. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 17-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So to get the field goal, the part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd down following the run. Back to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that.
Right.
Totally missed it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The Seahawks send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go! He'll look to throw. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
He'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they?
When
we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hansen. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there, 71 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Bradley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they try the right side here. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down. That's George. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Buccaneers are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Seahawks won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Buccaneers on offense, first quarter winding down. He'll cut it out right on the outside run, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The Buccaneers push the lead to 10. Offense on the field now after the INT. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Powers is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense now with the shot after the pick. The quick pass, it's complete, and this play will go for 6, cutting the deficit to 3. Now 1st and 10. Bird's got the sack here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to Raymond James Stadium for the start of the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right around the midfield stripe. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Let's go! Blue landed!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now back to throw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Let's go. Green 30.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a handoff looking right. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Blue landing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's George. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they try the right side here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got some space here. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 8 yards there and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down. That's George. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Folk's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
Yeah, came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bucs, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.